know what? It's been 6 months now, and I haven't even had someone who says, I love you, or I'm interested, or like I haven't gone out. I know they are decent Uber guys, but most of them, those guys, danger zone. Be careful. Be careful, especially in Cape Town. Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Welcome back home, guys. If you are a newbie, I am Miss N. I do share my life journey. I share my journey on motherhood, mompreneurship, dating and marriage, anything really that is interesting that I would like to share, especially with my younger ones. I am a 30-year-old, so I think I've got experience for my age, of course. And today, guys, we are going on. I'm actually starting a series, or can you say documented? I don't know, on dating and marriage. And I'm going to start on dating in Cape Town because that's where I finally found the love of my life, my darling husband. Oh, Mujolo. I'm Jolianisa. So guys, grab your popcorns, and if you haven't subscribed, please join our beautiful family by subscribing. Hit the subscription. If you check on your phone or on your laptop, whatever magic gadget that you're using, if you check on the corner there's a subscription. Just subscribe, guys, so that you don't miss the part 2, the part 3s, and anything that we share in the future. So if you have been in Cape Town, you will testify that umjolo uyanyisa. Dating is just something else. And so where do I start? I moved in Cape Town in 2018. Yeah. So I was single by then. And then yeah, the whole of 2018 I was single, and I stayed in an area called Rondebosch East in Cape Town, if you know that place. And you won't be able to know your neighbor really, because it's I'm a suburb, like the low density. And I just, and where I was working at a real estate. So the people that were coming, obviously, there are people who were very old, like older than me. It's people who were mostly it's married couples who were buying properties. So I can't say that maybe a client I was going to date, I was going to get a partner through a client. It was just zero. The probability of getting a boyfriend who was a client, it was zero, 0.000%. And the guys that we were working with, they were real estate agents. They were married, and it was just zero. So at work it was absolutely 0%. And then at home, because I stayed in Rondebosch East, really, I didn't even know my neighbors. Sometimes I would walk to town, no, to the nearest mall. I couldn't. And the area is just for people who are married, really. So I remember there's a time I called my aunt. I was like, why is it's difficult? Like, it's almost 6 months now, and I haven't met anyone really. And I wasn't so much into social media by that time. And I asked my aunt, and I was like, you know what? It's been 6 months now, and I haven't even had someone who says, I love you, or I'm interested, or like I haven't gone out with any guy. Like, and she was like, where do you go out? I'm like, no, I don't. Do you go to church? That time I wasn't going to church. And like I just wasn't socializing. It was just me at work, warm home. And it was very difficult. So it was just difficult. Like I wasn't going out. So my auntie suggested that, you know what, you should try going out, go to church, go to join some clubs. not the nightclubs, but just maybe gym clubs or like neighborhood, like friendship, what your 20s clubs. And I was like, you know what? So I went to Instagram. I saw this other lady who was a team of Herbal Life, if you know Herbal Life. And she looked friendly, and from the pictures that they posted, it showed that these guys used to go out as friends, and there were also guys there. So I joined. I told you that I want to join Herbal Life. So, and then she told me that, you know what, we have seminars, like weekend seminars, so you can come. And the only time that you can go for those seminars, you have to join the Helper Life, because I was supposed to be a member. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And then, guys, I spent, I think, 2,000 rands to buy the package for me to join by that time. So I paid 2,000. I went there. It was in Minoton. They were having a seminar in Minoton. I took an Uber. I went to Minoton, and I things that were happening there, it was just not something that I was looking forward to. Like, people, like, they're just in their groups, and I think it was just difficult for me to blend in. So I just spent, I think, 3 to 4 hours, and then I left. I took an Uber back home. Obviously I was disappointed, because it's not something that I was, maybe I just thought I was going to see, like, mingle and have friends, and then meet the guy friends, and then I wasted 2,000 rands because I wanted to make friends and socialize and everything. And then I tried going to church. I looked for some churches just for me to have friends. But then it was just something else. And then I remember there's a time I went on social media. I created, if you check my profile, especially Facebook, I created that page in 2018 because I was just trying to have a life, to socialize with people, to make friends, and obviously, hopefully, dates. So there's a guy who wrote a message in Zimbabwe's in Cape Town, and he said, hi, I am a student at UCT, and I am looking for friends. I've been in Cape Town for a year now, and I haven't met friends. And you know what? From that message, I could relate. Like, I could relate to say, you know what? This is what I'm going through. So in the message, you just said, you know what? I'm not looking for someone to date. I'm just looking to make friends. I was like, oh, you know what? And then he left his phone number. And then I was like, okay, it's something that I'm also experiencing. I don't have friends, and there's someone also. Let me just get in touch with this person. It was a guy. I sent him a message and said, hi, I saw your message in Zimbabweans in Cape Town, and you know what, I can relate to what you're saying. It's very difficult to make friends here, and yeah. And they're like, okay, that's fine. Maybe for we can meet for lunch. And then it was on a Sunday. Yeah, it was on a Sunday. So we met for lunch. We had, I think we had pizza. We just shared the bill. And then later on, he said, you know what? My house is just by the corner. We can just go and chill, and then we can come back. I'm like, okay, that's. He looked like a decent guy. I'm like, okay, like, are there any people there? Like, yeah, I've got my roommate, and obviously the apartment, like, there'll be many people. Like, okay, it's fine. I just trusted him, and then we went there. And then I think we just chilled for an hour, and then the roommate said, I know what, I'm leaving. And then I saw that this guy now, the way he just wanted to do things, like, you know what, I'm no longer comfortable, I want to go home. And then I left. But then it's something that, you know what, I said I am not going to do again. And I just want to advise you guys, it's just not proper to go to a guy's place, or a guy that you've just met, when you don't have anyone else, or if you're not really comfortable, or if you don't know them that much, because you don't know what they would do. He didn't do much, but I just saw that the advances and the way the roommate left is like they wanted to do something. So I left, and uh we really never spoke. Yeah, the relationship, the friendship just ended because what I thought he was looking for, which is friendship, is not something that he he wanted. Yeah. So guys, please, my younger ones, stay away from visiting people, especially the ones that you meet on social media. And then what else happened? A lot. And then there's issues of Uber drivers. Guys, Uber drivers in Cape Town, just be careful, because these days they, like, men, married men, they just dress like single guys. And it's very difficult to differentiate married men and single men because they dress the same, they are young, and they are almost reachable all the time. So I remember I dated this guy, and only to find out that he was married, and he was, yeah, like, he just had funny games. He just had funny games. So whew, I know they are decent Uber guys, but most of them, those guys, danger zone. Be careful. Be careful, especially in Cape Town. Mm-mm. And the funny thing is, they will be reachable. They will be reachable even at night. I think sometimes it's because they work at night. So you can call them anytime, maybe before 12, before you sleep. And when you're sleeping, maybe they go home. In the morning, maybe the wife goes to work. And they just have all the time. They are flexible. They use their phones like anytime. So please be careful of Uber guys. Be careful. Uber guys, I know you guys. Please be careful of those guys. And then there's this incident that happened. It's not like our that time. I okay, in this incident that I'm going to explain, I wasn't really looking to get into a relationship, but it was more of a scamish, a pre-planned thing that was done by some lady that I respected so much. I met this lady on some a baby shower event. It was a bridal shower. So I'm not going to mention her name, but if she's going to watch this, and other people are close to me, if they're going to watch this, they're going to know who I'm talking about. But if you watch this video, DMM, what you did wasn't nice, and please don't do it to other girls out there. And dear parents, please be careful of your friends who take care of your kids, or the aunties that you expect that they would take good care of your family, because there are women who are very dangerous out there. So what happened, I met this lady on an event, a women's event, and she liked my energy. I was advertising my business that I was starting, and I distributed my business cards and everything. And then she was like, "I know what, I like you. I like your energy. Let us exchange numbers because I'm also into marketing." I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And then she, after I think 2 weeks, she told me that, "Hey, you know what, there's this event that is happening, and big people come to that event. So if you can come and you bring your business cards, I'm sure you'll make good business." And I was so happy, because to me it was all about business. I printed my business cards, I prepared my uniforms, I went there wearing my heels, my jeans. Was on a weekend, on a Saturday. I wore my uniform, I had my business cards, and I went there. And then I saw, okay, there are people, but many of the people were there. It was males, like men, like older men. And then I was like, okay. I started greeting all of them. "Hi, my name is Jasha. I'm from Noble Marketing Solutions. This is what we do. These are my business cards." And they were just entertaining me. They were entertaining me, but they looked like confused to say, "Ah, what is this child doing here?" Like, you're doing the right thing, but at the wrong time. And then I'm busy distributing my business cards. And then one of the guys came to me, like he just wanted to buy me drinks all the time. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested. I'm not here for that. I'm here to market my business. And then he then said, you know what? Do you know what you're here for? And I was like, yeah, I'm here to market my business. Like, no, you're not here for that. You are here to, like, this lady was asked to bring some girls for us, so it's more like you are being recruited to be the girls for the night. And I was like, what? I was like, yes, that's what you're here for. And yo, I was really shocked that someone who expect to be my mom or my aunt could do something to me, to do could do something like that to me. And then I was like, okay, no, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I was just told that it's an event for business women, for business people, and I just came to market my business. So yeah, I didn't know. And I'm like, okay, I noticed that, so I just thought I would tell you. So yeah, and then I really didn't ask this lady because I'm sure she benefited from that setup of bringing girls to those guys, like the older guys, like the businessmen. I was heartbroken, but I just decided to say, you know what, it's fine. I've learned my lesson. Don't trust people. So yeah, that was the experience. And please just be careful. Be careful of people out there. Be careful of the events that you're invited to. Just because someone is older than you or is something that you don't expect for them to do bad things, they can easily do that, especially when it comes to money, because I'm sure maybe she was getting some few cents for that. So be careful. Be careful, dear younger ones. And then what else I tried, is it Tinder, like the I tried the dating sites, the online dating sites. And then we were talking with this guy. Hi, those people are scams. We spoke, and then we spoke, and then I think after a month, we're like, okay, let us meet. And someone had told me that if you're meeting with people from Tinder, you have to be careful. You have to meet like in public places so that you protect yourself. Yeah, guys. When we were talking over the phone, we were vibing. The guy looked cool, huh? And I was like, okay, I think it's time for us to meet now. Guys, I went to town. It was on a Sunday again because Sunday was an easy day for me. I worked Monday to Saturday half day, and then the rest of Saturday I'll be resting or I'll be doing my laundry and stuff. So, Sunday, I wake up, I prepare, I take the best clothes, I bath, I do the makeup and everything. I went to town. And then I told this guy, okay, I'll be waiting at this place to like the public place in town, the city center. And then the guy who was coming and the guy who I was talking to, it was just two different people. Hi, Bobandu. Like he was wearing shorts. He was from, was it Cameroon? Aye. He was wearing these funny shorts. His hair was not even cut like he had. I don't know if it's bush logs or what. I was disappointed. I think he was not even bathing. Why? It's not what I was dating online. It's not the guy that I was dating online. And I was like, so the time that he came and he approached me, I had already lost interest in him. I had already lost interest. And they was like, oh, maybe we can have some drinks. I'm like, you know what? I just wanted to see you, but I received a message that I have to go home. So I'm preparing to go home. I just wanted to see you, and then I go home. There's an emergency. I'm sure he picked that. Missy wasn't happy. And then I left. It wasn't even worth my time. I could not even pretend like I was okay. How can you scam me like that? But why would people do that? It's okay if you want to put the wrong face. Okay, don't allow us to meet. Because then how can you put the wrong face and then you want to meet with me and then I see a different face and altogether it was just a turn off and I turned him down. And when I went back home, I blocked him and I deleted that Tinder application. I deleted it. For some it works, but for me, Tinder did not work for me. It did not. And then what else happened? I just had to put a pause on dating. I just had to put a pause on dating. But obviously, I started making friends. No, my sisters came, so would go out, and my one of my sisters, she was very sociable. She had friends, so would meet. Yeah, would meet. And then there's also another incident that I want to share before I talk about how I met my husband. So my sister, who then moved to Cape Town, had a friend. This friend, we're going to call him Tom. So Tom came to see my friend, and it was okay. We saw Tom, and then after a couple of weeks, he said, "Yeah, guys, let us go out for drinks." And then we went out. Tom came with his other two friends. So there were three guys and then two girls. That's me and my sister. And then we went for drinks. They paid. And then they said, okay, now we are going to go home. We're going to have a barbecue, a braai, and then after that, we can go and drop you off home. Okay. We buy some meat. We go to their house. I was trusting Tom because Tom was more like a brother. But then I don't know whether Tom was trying to play cool or nice to his friends, because now Tom, like, it was more like a planned thing that these other guys were supposed to be ours, which was not the plan, because we now it's not a planned thing. It's not something that we had agreed on. And the next thing, those guys, they want to be all over us. They want us to be in another home, and like, you know what? Me, I don't want Tom. I want to go home. And Tom was like, you know what? I don't have time. I don't have money for Uber. So if we just have to wait for these guys till they finish what they're doing and then they'll take you home. And I was like, Tom, please, I know I did not carry money for Uber, but I've got money home. Please just request for us so that we go home, because I am not interested in anything and everything that is happening here. Because those guys, you can sense, guys, you can sense when people, they're trying to do fishy things. So I was like, no, 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 no. Tom, please. And then I started screaming, like, Tom, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. And then those guys started shouting, why did you bring them? Why did you bring them if they want to go home now? And I was like, what? Why did you even bring us here? I thought it was just a chill and barbecue thing. So guys, please be careful. Be careful of people that you trust with your lives. Don't go to people's houses. Don't go, because you don't know what they're planning. You don't know what's on their mind. Some people, they've got bipolar. Like that guy, I'm sure he was bipolar. I'm telling you, that guy was bipolar, because the way he was so aggressive, the way he didn't want us to go. There's something that he wanted to do. Luckily, Tom requested, and then we went home, and then we paid. So another lesson here is, wherever you're going, make sure that you've got funds. If you want to Uber for yourself, or if you're driving and you have your car, please just make sure that you've got means of going back home. Please, 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 please. And guys, please, if you've watched 2 years and you haven't subscribed, why are you not subscribing? Why am I not giving you valuable information? Yeah. I'm sharing with you my secrets now, but please, this is for my younger ones. Please, please, when you're dating, when you're still a girl, please be careful of the places that you go. Be careful of who you trust with your life. Just because someone is your friend and then they invite you to another place, just don't go, and don't drink like I remember my grandfather told me that when you're going to a party, be careful of your drinks because they might put some drugs or anything. So just be extra careful. Protect yourself. Make sure that if you're going out, you always have your funds. Okay? You have your money and you're meeting in public places when you don't know these people. Please, 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 you have to protect yourself. And when you're dating, I remember there's this other guy. I think we just dated for 2 weeks, and then he wanted to sleep with me. Then I refused, and then he was angry. Why are you angry? Why? Why are you angry? So that's all he wanted. If someone loves you and if they want to sleep with you and you say no, you've got your values that you respect, and they get angry and they no longer want to be with you, it's because they just wanted to sleep with you. So be careful. Be careful. Don't just say every guy that you meet, you open your legs and you sleep with them. Besides being pregnant, there are diseases out there. And also, besides even the diseases, just respecting yourself, the value that you put to yourself. Girl child, protect yourself. Girl child, respect yourself, because you closing your legs, it has got so much respect that it gives you as an individual. Like there's this pride that you have when even if you break up and you haven't slept with that guy, you're like, okay, it's fine, it's your loss. But imagine every guy that you meet, you sleep with them. Don't do that. Don't. So yeah, it was just a challenge, meeting guys, especially in Cape Town. Uber guys, Bible, be careful. And then I then moved to a place where there were many Zimbabweans. That's when I met my husband. I The complex that we moved to, my sisters and I moved to, it was, I think it has got 85% of Africans. And yeah, obviously there will be brothers and sisters and uncles and what. And then the apartment that we rented, I rented with a Zimbabwean guy. His name is Trust, and Trust shared with another guy, and I shared the room with my sisters. So Trust was friends with my then husband. He lived in I think in the second floor. We lived in the first floor. He lived in the second. So my husband would come and see Trust, and then like we were all youths, we were all young adults. So he would come and then we would cook, and yeah, we would just cook and have fun. Sometimes they would say, okay, the guys are making pap and then the girls are making the deli, the morio or the delish, and yeah, that's what we'll do. So how we got into like dating, I'm going to do it on our next video. But basically, he was friends with my housemate, and all he says is I was very kind to him. And it's the truth. I was kind. I'm actually a very kind person. And it's something that I learned in life, that you have to be nice to people, because you, besides wanting to be in a relationship, but just be nice to people, because you wouldn't know uh who they will be in your life, or how they will help you in your life, or how you will need them in your life. But when we moved to that complex, that's when I met my husband. I was very nice to him. I was just nice to everyone, and I was working from home, and he would obviously see my movements and see who I'm bringing in home and who is coming to my house, who I am associating with. Obviously, boys, men, they want to see that. So yeah, we're going to do a part 2 on how then he asked me out, how I said yes, how I knew that he was the right partner. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. So today I'm I'm sure you picked some nuggets from my journey. Please, please, please be careful of online dating. Be very careful of online dating, because some people, they just um they lie about their identity, and what you see online is not what you see when you is not what you see when you see them like in real life. And when you meet people, when you want to meet people from the online dating, make sure that you meet them on public places, where there are people, in a restaurant where it's public, and you know that you'll be safe. And don't trust your guy friends to link you up with other friends, or even the aunties, the sisters. You don't trust them by saying that they will link you with people. Just don't go to private places with men that you don't trust, or you don't know that much. And even the guys that you trust, just try and be careful if you're not ready for the drama that they can do. And don't open your legs for anyone and everyone. Just because you're dating someone, or just because they say they love you, doesn't mean that you have to open your legs to everyone. No, don't do that. And yeah, and then tips on getting guys or meeting people: just make sure that you're sociable. Make sure that you go to join some clubs, go to church. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're into business, join those seminars. You meet people. Yeah, you will meet people really. And just even on social media, make sure that you search on where they are having events, and if you can go there. And yeah, you meet different people really. And be kind. Kindness paid. Kindness got made me get my husband, because I was just a kind person. So guys, yeah, that's for tonight. That's for today. Thank you so much. I love you. And please make sure that you're subscribed and watch the previous videos that you have made. And I promise that I'll bring, whenever I get the chance, guys, I'll bring more videos. I'll bring more videos. So yeah, let me go and take care of my little boy and my darling husband. I love you so much, and God bless you.